Right now, as you're watching this, you're making the deadliest mistake of your life. You're living like you have unlimited time. Think about it. When did you last tell someone you loved them? When did you last pursue that dream you keep postponing? When did you last look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I becoming who I'm meant to be, or am I just existing? Here's the brutal truth. You're dying. Not someday. Right now. Every second that passes is gone forever. Yet you live like you're immortal, don't you? Scrolling endlessly, postponing conversations, delaying decisions, waiting for the right moment. But what if I told you that two of history's greatest minds, Friedrich Nietzsche and Carl Jung, discovered something that could shatter this illusion forever? What if they found the secret to living with such intensity that every moment becomes sacred? What if the very thing you're most afraid of, your mortality, is actually your greatest gift? Are you ready to discover why your worst enemy might be time itself? Imagine this scenario. A demon appears to you tonight and whispers, "You will live this exact life again. Every joy, every pain, every mundane Tuesday, every heartbreak, every triumph, infinite times. Nothing changes. Every choice you made, you'll make again, forever." Would you curse this demon or thank him? This is Nietzsche's eternal recurrence. Not a literal prophecy, but the ultimate test of how you're living right now. Most people would be horrified, wouldn't they? Because deep down, they know they're sleepwalking through life. But here's where it gets fascinating. Nietzsche wasn't trying to torture you with this thought experiment. He was trying to save you. Because when you truly embrace this concept, something revolutionary happens. Every single moment becomes a choice you're making for eternity. That conversation you're avoiding, you'll have it infinite times. That dream you're postponing, you'll postpone it forever. That person you're taking for granted, you'll take them for granted eternally. But here's the flip side. That moment of courage you're considering, that act of love you're hesitating to express, that authentic choice you're afraid to make, if you choose it now, you choose it forever. Suddenly, procrastination becomes impossible, doesn't it? When you realize that this moment, right now, is the moment you'll live infinite times, how can you waste it on anything less than what truly matters? So ask yourself, if you had to live today infinite times, would you change anything? What would you do differently right now if you knew this choice echoes through eternity? The clock is ticking and Nietzsche is whispering, choose as if forever depends on it. Because it does. Carl Jung discovered something terrifying. Your unconscious mind is keeping score. Every time you betray your authentic self, every moment you live inauthentically, every day you postpone becoming who you're meant to be, it's all recorded in the depths of your psyche, and it's making you sick. Jung called this the shadow, not just your dark impulses, but everything you've rejected about yourself, including your unlived life. That career you never pursued? It's in there. That relationship you never fought for? It's festering. That version of yourself you keep promising you'll become someday. It's screaming from the depths of your unconscious. But here's what's truly chilling. Jung found that people who live as if they have unlimited time develop what he called neurotic symptoms, depression, anxiety, that nagging sense that something's wrong. These aren't random afflictions. They're your psyche's way of saying, you're running out of time and you're wasting it. Think about it. Have you ever felt that inexplicable sadness on Sunday evenings? That's not just about Monday morning. That's your soul recognizing another week of unlived potential. Your unconscious knows something your conscious mind refuses to accept. Time is finite, and every day you postpone your authentic life is a day you'll never get back. If this resonates with you, if you're feeling that call to stop wasting your precious time on this earth, hit that like button and subscribe to Mind Revelation, because we're just getting started on this journey of awakening, and you don't want to miss what comes next. Jung believed in something called individuation, the process of becoming who you truly are. But here's the catch. It can't wait for tomorrow. Your authentic self is dying a little more each day you postpone it. So what is your psyche trying to tell you right now? What happens when Nietzsche's radical urgency meets Jung's psychological depth? You get the most powerful formula for authentic living ever conceived. Picture this. Nietzsche stands at one end shouting, "Live as if this moment repeats forever." Jung stands at the other whispering, Your unconscious knows when you're lying to yourself. And in the middle, that's where the magic happens. Here's the synthesis that will change everything. Your finite time isn't a limitation. It's the catalyst that transforms ordinary moments into pure gold. Think about it. If you had infinite time, would anything ever feel urgent? Would you ever push through fear? Would you ever choose courage over comfort? Nietzsche's eternal recurrence gives you the urgency. Jung's individuation gives you the direction. Together they create what I call mortal alchemy, the process of transforming the lead of everyday existence into the gold of authentic living. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think this creates pressure. Actually, it creates freedom. When you truly accept that your time is limited, you stop caring about other people's opinions. You stop postponing joy. You stop living for some imaginary future version of yourself. Jung discovered that the psyche has an internal timer. It knows how much time you're wasting. Nietzsche realized that this timer isn't your enemy. It's your greatest teacher. Because urgency doesn't create anxiety when you're living authentically. It creates flow. Think about the last time you felt truly alive. I bet time felt different, didn't it? Not rushed, but precious. Not scarce, but sacred. That's what happens when Nietzsche's eternal perspective meets Jung's psychological truth. The question isn't whether you have enough time. The question is, are you alchemizing the time you have into something that would make your soul proud to repeat forever? What would that look like for you? Enough philosophy. Let's get practical. How do you actually live this? How do you transform these profound insights into daily reality? Here are 3 rituals that will revolutionize how you experience time. First, the last week exercise. Every Sunday night, ask yourself this Nietzschean question. If I only had 1 week left to live, what would I absolutely have to do? Don't think about bucket lists or grand gestures. Think about conversations you need to have, truths you need to speak, love you need to express. Then, and this is crucial, do at least one of those things this week. Your unconscious is watching. Second, the eternal recurrence check. Before any significant decision, pause and ask, if I had to make this exact choice infinite times, would I choose the same thing? Choosing that job you hate? You'll hate it forever. Avoiding that difficult conversation? You'll avoid it eternally. But choosing courage? Choosing authenticity? You'll choose them infinite times, and that knowledge will give you strength. Third, the daily death practice. This isn't morbid, it's liberating. Every morning spend 2 minutes contemplating this truth. I will die someday and I don't know when. Feel it. Don't just think it. Feel it in your body. Notice how it changes your priorities instantly. Notice how petty concerns dissolve. Notice how what truly matters becomes crystal clear. Jung said the psyche responds to authentic action. Nietzsche said eternal significance comes from temporal choices. These practices bridge both worlds. But here's the warning. Once you start living this way, you can't go back to sleepwalking. Once you taste authentic urgency, mediocrity becomes unbearable. Once you feel the power of mortal alchemy, wasting time becomes physically painful. Are you ready for that level of aliveness? Are you ready to feel every moment as if it matters? Because it does? Here's the beautiful paradox that Nietzsche and Jung discovered. The moment you truly accept your mortality, you become immortal. Not literally, but in the way that matters most. When you stop living like you have unlimited time, something extraordinary happens. You stop rushing. You stop panicking. You stop that frantic chase for more time because you finally understand the secret. It was never about having more time. It was about being fully present in the time you have. Think about this. Every master, every sage, every person who's ever lived with profound peace has understood this truth. They didn't fear death. They befriended it. They didn't fight time. They danced with it. They didn't postpone life. They lived it now. Jung called this individuation, becoming who you truly are. Nietzsche called it eternal recurrence, living as if this moment matters forever. But what they both discovered is the same truth. When you embrace your finite nature, you touch something infinite within yourself. You've made it this far in this journey, which tells me something profound about you. You're ready to stop sleepwalking. You're ready to alchemize your precious time into something sacred. If this message has awakened something in you, Write the word awake in the comments below. Let's create a community of people who refuse to waste another day living like they're immortal. But here's your final challenge. Don't let this be just another video you watched. Don't let this be just another moment of inspiration that fades by tomorrow. Your mortality isn't waiting for you to feel ready. Your authentic life isn't waiting for perfect conditions. The demon of eternal recurrence is whispering right now. This moment, this choice to change, you'll make it infinite times. Your unconscious is watching, waiting to see if you'll finally honor the truth it's been trying to tell you. You don't have unlimited time. And that's not your curse, it's your greatest gift. Because it means this moment right now is irreplaceable, sacred, eternal. What will you do with it?